Okay, so Ali London talked to a black woman about being transracial. This is about to be interesting. Hey, I'm not going to take too much of your time. I'm going to just let you know a couple things. I have a Patreon. Over there, we watch exclusive videos like the ones they don't allow on YouTube. And those exclusive videos consist of Kingdom Week, Bon Voyage, American Hustle Life, In the Soup, etc., 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 etc. And also videos that they just don't want me to have on my channel. If you want to watch those videos, go ahead and go to my Patreon and show some love. And let me know what you think about it. That's about it. Thank you, and let's get back to the video.
What you are essentially saying is that you can change your race, and you can't change your race.
I'm Korean, people need to accept that.
All right, holy, he just coming out the gate with it. He said we need to accept that. All right, okay. Let's have captions. Cause never mind, let's not. Okay. Would you rather? Hey. It's the fact that I never really thought that this guy was that serious. I feel like this was just like a troll going so damn far. But this guy has a platform. They're really giving this man a platform. And it's the fact that, well, for one, he got cornrows in his hair. For two, he tried to ask Elon Musk to change his pronouns to core/Ian. Like, you got it. You can't tell me that this is not a troll, bro. Like, you can't tell me this. Like, what is this guy, a performance artist or something? Like,
Tell me how you racially identify.
I identify as Korean. I used to live in Korea. I was living there for 1 year. I love the culture, I love the history, the people. I've put myself through a lot of pain. I've had a lot of surgical procedures.
well, at least his surgery swelling went down. I guess that's okay, I guess. Fuck.
Just to have more of a Korean aesthetic. I spend a lot of time learning the language, learning how to cook Korean foods. I came out earlier this year sharing that with the world. People didn't really get it. Not everybody will understand straight away, but I hope over time people will be kind of more accepting with me.
Transracial does not exist, and I think it is very, very harmful for us to push the narrative that it is possible to switch races.
She's nice. She's very nice. I can tell she's nice because I know anybody else would probably launch over this table and slap the shit out of him. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wouldn't do it because I'm not slapping the shit out of somebody for saying something stupid. But like, you could tell, like, by her demeanor, she's like the okay, well, let me tell you why you were wrong. You know what I'm saying? She's not the one like, bitch, you are wrong. Like, she's polite, and I can tell she's articulate. You know what I'm saying?
I was not happy the way I was.
Shouts out to her. Shouts out to her for actually sitting across the table from this man, and yeah.
So I went to Korea and I had the most incredible experience of my life.
She is not. Bro, she is not fucking with this.
It changed me, gave me happiness, and people have no right to take that happiness away from me.
I can't sit up here and say, oh, I'm suddenly a white woman. And if you as a white person say, oh, I can be black or I can be Korean, and I can't swap and benefit from the privilege that you benefit from, then it's clearly not an equal exchange.
Exactly. Think about it like this. A white color can turn into any other color if you add color to it. A black color will stay black. Think about it like that. It's probably terrible, but I am not here for political views anyway. You come to my channel for K-pop and chaos. So if you're looking for something like that around here, you're not getting it. Go find that somewhere else.
Because whiteness in this country has been set up in a way, how I interact in the police, how I interact with the medical system can result in me dying. Cultural appropriation essentially dictates people who are ethnic minority, whatever they do isn't really of value. You don't deserve to be associated with something that you've created because a white person has either renamed it or used it for their profit. And you are not a Korean man. No matter how much surgery you do, no matter how much of the aesthetic you adopt.
Nobody can take away what a minority group has been through. But I think when we do combine cultures, and millions of people now do almost adopt a lot of the Korean cultural aspects, because through K-pop or K-drama, they love it so much, they then start adopting those, whether that's the hairstyle, whether that's the fashion style, whether they want to go and live in Korea. We all have the right to choose how we identify, to be who we want to be. I'm Korean, people need to accept that.
Okay, well, first of all, this is, well, let's watch this transition. Okay, I feel like this is what happens when you let people just say whatever the hell they want. Some people need to shut the fuck up. I'm not gonna lie to you. Because if you keep letting people do shit like this, actually, no, don't let nobody shut the fuck up. Let them make a fool out of themselves if they want to. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for letting people do what they want, but this is exactly what happens when you let people say and do whatever the hell they want. You know what I'm saying? Only thing I can commend this man Ali is his determination. This is a determined man. I can commend him for that. He's doing it in a way that I don't agree at all, but I commend him for his determination. He's sticking to his guns. And I'm pretty sure he's doing that because he's getting some popularity from it. But hey man, listen, anybody who would change their face that many times, you got to be a determined individual. And that's pretty much all I can give for him. You know what I'm saying? I give him some cadence, I guess.
I think your skin color has a lot to do with everything you're doing. I think we need to recognize that white supremacy is a global issue. What you are essentially saying is that you can change your race, and you can't change your race.
Bro, you literally cannot change your race. What is the definition of race? Race is defined as a category of humankind that shares certain distinctive physical traits. The term ethnicities is more broadly defined as large groups of people classed according to common racial, national, tribal, religious, linguistic, or cultural origin or background. Okay, what is the official definition? The Census Bureau defines race as a person's self-identification with one or more social groups. An individual can report as white, black, or African American, Asian, American Indian, and Alaska Native Hawaiian, and other Pacific Islander, or some other race. Okay, so this is probably where someone like Ali London or Rachel Dolezal could probably find a loophole in this, because it pretty much just says person's self-identification. So that just like absolves everything like science and shit, right? I guess that's what they're trying to tell us. Not the definition of this shit, but like what people are saying. You know what I'm saying? What is the difference between race and ethnicity? Today, race refers to a group sharing some outward physical characteristics and some commonalities of culture and history. Ethnicity refers to markers acquired from the group with which one shares cultural, traditional, and familial bonds. I'm pretty sure. Shut up. I'm pretty sure this man really was like, the definition of race is this. I want to do this. If I'm self-identifying, then fuck it. I'm right. You have to deal with it. And yeah, I think, I'm not going to lie to you. Let's go back to his face. I think he knows that this is very disrespectful to Koreans and pretty much any minority. I just feel like he doesn't care because his personal happiness is above all. You know what I'm saying? People like this are people that exist, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, wow, this is interesting. It's stupid as hell to me, but hey, listen. It's very interesting and kind of weird.
No, I agree with that. Every person.
Yes, you're doing it. No, agree with that you're doing this for attention, dickhead.
That was, born Asian, they do go through these struggles. I understand what you're saying in terms of white privilege. I've never had that experience, but I am not one of those people. I am completely different, so I don't like to be put in the same category as someone like that. I understand some people might get offended by what I do, but I'm not actually going out there doing bad things. I'm not doing anything to hurt people. I'm just living my truth. I'm doing what makes me happy.
So you identify as queer, right?
Non-binary.
Non-binary, okay, I recognize that.
Thank you.
So if you as a non-binary person are adopting the culture of a minority in a minority, because we know that the queer experience in Korea is,
It's very difficult. That's why I was speaking up, and actually I helped a lot of people by doing that.
What you are doing is really giving white savior, like it really is, because you seem to think that you can adopt the oppressions of minorities. What do you think you can do as someone who is so far removed from that experience?
I like her. She gets straight into it. She was so reserved, but she got straight. Yeah, okay.
These people are fearing for their lives
So
in
do
the
you
UK.
think it's better for no one to say anything and speak up for these people? I'm speaking up for these people. I'm trying to help these people.
You center those who are affected. You don't center yourself. And that's my problem with you.
That's some real shit right there. I got y'all said.
Boy, it's better than doing nothing. No.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Doing nothing is better than this. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. But what she said, hold on, let's go back.
Really is, because you've seen these. What do you think you can do as someone who is so far removed from that experience? These people are fearing for their lives
So
in
do
the
you
UK.
think it's better for no one to say anything and speak up for these people? I'm speaking up for these people. I'm trying to help these people.
You center those who are affected. You don't center yourself.
Exactly. Like, bro, like, God, that was fire. I like that. That probably have been something, that's probably something that's very simple, but that's fire as fuck. If you are trying to speak up for people, center the fucking people you're speaking up for, not center yourself. Duh, nigga, like, huh?
And that's my problem with you.
Boy, it's better than doing nothing.
It's censoring myself and making me selfish while I'm trying to help other people and be a voice for other. That don't make no damn sense.
What do you do? What do you do to help people around the world?
You can't ask
Do you
me
go
that.
to
You don't
protests?
get to. You don't get
these
to ask
things?
me whether I go to protest or
But
what I
then you're
do.
criticising me for doing something which I'm actually helping a lot of people. And
You
I do
think you're
have-
helping people by
I do
taking
have
the
a lot of
picture?
tips to help
You
a lot of
don't
people.
get to question me, and I'm not even going to entertain
Well, you
that.
don't get to question me.
Yes, I do. Well, I just did. So what's up?
why-
I want them to box. I don't know why. I just want them. I'm so ignorant. I'm so sorry.
Why can't I question you?
Because I think it's. You're not questioning me because you want to understand what I go through or what I'm doing. You're questioning me because you want to try and find a hole in what I'm saying.
Yep. Here's spirit hands for you. Yes, I like this. Yes, she's fire. She's fire. And he is like I'm telling you, that determination, bro, is hell. You know what I'm saying?
So I understand exactly what you're saying. No one can take away someone's lived experience. But I do feel we're at a time in history where we can embrace other cultures. You know, it's great to be multicultural, it's great to be diverse, and of course people do appropriate cultures, but for me, I'm appreciating other cultures, and I feel that is a good thing, and I think that will help break down cultural barriers.
A lot of people say, "Oh, we're at a different stage in society now." We're really not. We're not far removed.
We're in a different stage of society. Like, I'm not about to say, like, oh, we're not in a different state. Bro, we're in a different stage of society. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of things that I can do that I probably couldn't do if I was living back in before times like 70s, 60s, 80s. You know what I'm saying? This is a very different society. The foundation is probably still the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, racists are probably tolerating us a lot more because they know we have strength in numbers and we can beat the fuck out of them. However, that's also an ignorant statement. However, yeah.
had BLM and Asian hate all in the same year. If that can happen at this point, we haven't really made progress as a society enough for all of us to say that we can be transracial.
I agree with that. I agree with that. I agree with that. We haven't made enough progress. We make progress. We made progress, but we haven't made enough. You know what I'm saying? It's not the best time to pump the brakes. Is that what it's called? Or stop what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Mr. London here probably tried to go to the whole extreme and just skip the part of the actual journey. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie to you, I really don't give a fuck. It's just weird. Like, personally, I don't care. It's just weird as hell. And it's like, this is just shock value. That's why I think he's a performance artist or something. He's something. I don't think he's like a regular person that just believed this. I feel like he wants to be a certain type of entity, and he found it and he just went for it, and now he's just like going through it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You would think, or maybe he had all this shit planned out. You would think somebody who would do something like this would have all this planned out, and he seems like he has all this planned out. But yeah, this shit is weird.
Operations, so we can adopt aspects of one's culture without causing them harm or without their permission. There's a way you can interact with a culture.
First off, he's not fucking listening. I'm just gonna let you know that.
Without disrespecting or disregarding their lived experiences. I engage with Korean culture, but I will always be a black woman, period.
Yeah, I engage in Korean culture and I will always be a black man.
I don't think he understands my lived experience. To me, transracial is not a real thing.
I think he doesn't care. And he doesn't want to understand. I think that's what it is. I think he knows what's going on, but he just doesn't give a shit.
I respect people that have a different opinion. They might not agree with me. Nothing has changed. I still identify as transracial and Korean. I will always identify this way.
I am proud of how I stood my ground. Whatever excuse Ollie came up with, I was able to dismantle it, and I think that's very important.
Listen, I'm a firm believer of not arguing with people who are quote unquote dumb, because once you argue with someone who's quote unquote dumb, you probably get into your feelings, and then once you get into your feelings, you already lost the disagreement or argument or debate, because the person who gets emotional in a debate is usually the one that loses, even if the person who you debating against is literally just blatantly wrong. Like I would understand like differences of opinion, because opinions are neither right or wrong, but objectively, like from what I can see, like this doesn't feel right. I mean, if he's happy, then I really don't care, but like I'm still gonna talk about it, and like it's weird to me. It's just weird. It just feels weird, you know? I don't know. I honestly don't really think we gotten anywhere with this. If we're being honest, like this wasn't really a progressive video. This is just like somebody trying to tell him that, bro, you're tripping, bro. Like you need to relax. You know what I'm saying? And he's like combating it with, you know, his Ollie London stuff. So it's just like we didn't really get too much. You know, we didn't really get too much progressive in this video, but Ollie London definitely has gotten a little bit progressive in his notoriety and his influence, because he's an influencer now apparently. But yeah, that's what I think. I think this shit is still weird, and he's very determined. But what do y'all think? Let me know in the comments down below. What do you think about Ollie London and what he got going on? I feel like I'd wait like 5 or 6 months and then something pops up. I just couldn't believe that he actually was on a show where they're actually giving him notoriety. It's crazy. This is a crazy world we live in. You can't tell me that we're not living in a simulation. That's crazy. But anyway, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for everything. I will see you guys in the next one. Let's have a conversation and a discussion, and let's have a discussion in the comments. I already know what the comments about to say. I just wonder if anybody in the comments gonna be like, "Let Ollie London live. He's not doing anything wrong." I wonder if that's gonna happen. But we'll see. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for everything. I will see you guys in the next one. Y'all be easy, all right? All right, bet. Bye.